This is for my dogs. This is for the homies I got watching up above. This is for the time I feel out of love. This is for the single mamas making it enough. This is for you. This is for the pain. Running through the fire in my everything. This is for you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is for you.
I want to say welcome everyone back to Incognito Mode. My name is Noemi. Do you want me to say your last name or not?
You can say right here.
Got a star over here on our hands. It's Joe Estrella. Oh no, that's fucking funny. I'm upset. 50,000.
Yeah. Okay.
No, for real.
Okay, you go.
No, I'm for real. Like, I love Drake. He's like a caption like dude, but I don't.
He's a meme. Drake's
he
a
is
meme.
A meme.
That's why you have to figure that shit out. He's just a meme.
He is very memeable, but I'm just like, leave Rihanna the fuck
memeable
alone.
Is crazy. I never heard that before. I love memeable is wild. Holy shit, that's a term. You're memeable.
You're a memeable ass bitch.
Yes. Hell yeah. Take that one. Take that and run with that one.
All right. That's mine. I'm about to.
You gotta copyright that one.
I'm doing that right now, babe. Did you hear that? Memeable. It's ours. I'll let you use it on your podcast.
Funny. That's fucking hilarious.
Fucking, you can't even see it.
Hey, you know what's crazy is, hey, Justin and I have a good relationship. We're chilling.
Fuck you guys. Not me. I'm drinking the shit now. I'm fucked up. Anyways, talking about losses, I just lost this conversation. I'm about to grieve with this Four Loco in my drink. Look at my drink. Oh, I can't see it. Whatever.
Oh, you're the Four Loco and beatbox type of person, or you just like beatbox and what?
I tried beatbox. Them shits are nasty. Whoever can drink that, you guys are full pro alcoholics.
That's weird, no. Well, no. I can't say.
You like beatbox?
I don't drink that, but I act like I'm normal. I drink vodka and shit. So.
I'm gonna pretend to be normal today. Me every day, babe.
Yeah, but I drink this.
What is it?
Yeah, just vodka. UV vodka.
It's just vodka. It's just vodka. Oh, you're a vodka. Okay.
I'm just. I'm actually just liquor. I'm gonna lick my girl down. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Look at Justin. This is what Justin drinks. This is what Justin drinks on a regular. Look.
Oh my God, Four Loco, Justin! Because I even know this motherfucker, but I won't talk shit about it.
Loki, that's everyone. Everyone. They're like,
he's a nice guy, man. I follow him. I literally followed him because of you.
Oh, thank you for joining. Today's topic is grief. And it's grief. Okay. Grief or grieving or the process of and it's I had a couple categories. You can talk about all of them, or you can just pick which one you're more comfortable with. But grieving, like either friendships, partners, past loved ones, like people that passed away, or even just grieving like a past version of yourself. You know, like sometimes you just go through shit and you feel like, God, this is the end of the world, but then you get past it. But then sometimes you still grieve for that person in that moment, which is yourself, because you didn't really know you were gonna get through it. So that's a form of grief, like grieving.
I think my biggest like grieving moment ever in general is I didn't know it was gonna happen. I literally just grieved through my stepdad killing himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, "What the hell? He just did that?" Because I'm not sure if you're familiar with it because you're not from the area. There's like these the Amtrak is going through Moorpark the whole time, and then we went through and I feel like I caused it. I'm not sure if I did or not. And because I said let's go, like excited. And then they're like, okay.
It's hard. It's a hard topic for sure. But
we're just chilling, and then he's like, guess what? I'm gonna stay here too. And I was like, what the fuck? That's my uncle.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, bye. And he looked at me. He said, bye. And then he's like, oh shit. He tried to move, but he's not fast. He was a big one.
Oh, well, what, like, so it wasn't on purpose, right? You guys just went there kind of to the spot.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's like, I thought about it for like what, 4 years now?
This is 4 years ago.
So maybe it was on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Were you guys, how long had it been since your stepdad had passed?
Oh, like literally like 24 hours.
What?
20, yeah, like 24 probably. And he's like, let's go. And then I don't know. I was like, let's go.
So it was 24 hours that your stepdad had passed away on the Amtrak rail, and then the next day you guys went to the site of where it happened.
I think it was like literally like maybe 4 hours after. I'm not sure.
So you're not sure how many hours after?
You could literally see that motherfucker on the trail.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah.
So it was.
You saw some blood. You saw some brain.
Oh my god, that's so traumatic, dude. Oh,
shit happens, man.
Yeah, but that's not something that you like get over like overnight, and then it's something that happened back to back. So you have every right to feel like, fuck, like why did this happen? How did this happen? What allowed this to happen? But honestly, Joe, that doesn't mean it's your fault. You know, like, I feel like you said, shit happens, unfortunately, to everyone at every fucking little turn. You never realize what's gonna happen. And I tell Justin, there's this quote that it says, like, tell God your plans and he'll laugh at them.
God did.
He's no, don't. I'm not okay. He said with, oh no, he said Khaled. God did. Oh God, no, but for real, like it wasn't your doing. You know, you didn't tell him get on the track. Like, you didn't do that. You know, don't. Okay, Falcons. No, but for real, it's not something that I feel like you need to be guilty for. You didn't put him on there and tell him stay there. Like, so was it in a? I'm trying to understand it. Was he doing it like in a joking manner?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm out, and then he thought he was gonna actually survive it, and then he got clipped, gone, done.
And you saw this?
Oh yeah, of course.
Who else was there?
I'm still here, right?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Everyone's still here. My mom, my aunt, my cousins, my brother. We're also here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry. That's a big
you don't be sorry. It's fine.
Well, no, I'm sorry that you feel like it's your fault, because it's not your fault, and other people were there, and they can't blame themselves either, you know? Like what if, or not to say this in a way, but like if your mom were to say it's her fault, you would tell her it's not your fault, right?
Right.
Were you just touching your titty?
It looks so crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is there a filter on this bitch? What the fuck? My tits ain't that big. What the fuck?
How do you make something so serious so funny? But what do you think has helped you like deal? Okay, I just dropped everything.
Literally, I don't think I've helped myself at all.
So you don't think you've actually dealt with the grieving? And
Never.
This was how long ago? You said 4 years ago?
When I saw him die in front of my eyes.
4 years ago? Or
maybe 5, I would say.
5? Okay. How come?
And he thought he was so funny. He's like, oh, he's like, look at me. And I was like, move. I was like, and then he just got clipped and he died. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Like,
and were you guys all like coherent, or had you guys like been drinking, or like what? Like what?
Sober.
Really? So do you think it could have just been like so traumatizing for him that he was using maybe like humor to deal in the moment?
Maybe, yeah. I would think so.
And it just
I would have dealt with humor in the same sense, but I wouldn't do that. That's crazy.
Yeah. And okay, is he your uncle because that was his brother, or is he like
that was my mom's brother.
That's your mom's brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
And I told him, like, I was like, you want to go? He's like, let's go. So that's what.
So that's why you feel like it's your fault.
Yeah.
But it's not your fault, right? Like, do you know it's not your fault? Do you believe that it's not your fault, or you still believe it's your fault?
Yeah, it's my fault.
Well, it's not though. It's not. It's not your fault. Like for real, like I need you to really like think like to yourself and tell yourself it is not your fault. Like there's so many things that could have gone wrong whether you were there or not. Who's to say he wouldn't have gone on his own because that was a thought in his mind? Whether you told him to go or not, like, it's not your fault, Joe. For real. And I mean,
it happens, right?
Yeah, it does. But I mean, you can't just blame yourself for the things that do happen, because that's gonna like keep you there. You'll never be able to deal. You'll always be thinking like in a guilty conscious way, like everything you do, you're gonna second guess it because you're thinking, what if something I do or something I say has consequences for someone else? So you need to like for real understand like it wasn't your fault.
Okay, so you never had that situation before?
I've never had that situation. No, I'm not even gonna say I have, but I've had situations where things have kind of like domino affected because of something I did. So I understand that point.
That's what it was domino effect.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you look at things subjectively and take yourself out of it, whether that was me or someone else, like that thing that happened after the fact wasn't because I asked someone to do it. They chose to do that. That was their own decision to do that. It was based on their choice. Oh, fuck, it's bright.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take my shit off.
Oh, you just made me take mine off? Okay, all right. These are cute though, look.
Damn. Damn.
You feel more comfortable with them on, right?
You said I feel more comfortable with them on?
Yeah, like you could just speak through a little lens. Yeah,
definitely. Because we just had a full-on conversation.
Yeah. No, I normally, like, if I feel like I'm gonna cry, I put them back on. Because I don't
I
want
might have
to.
cried like 2
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
we're in incognito mode. Nobody will ever know. No, but my example, and I want to preface it, like, it's not as strong as what you went through, obviously. But it was like a weird thing for me. Did you ever hear that I went crazy?
I
Don't
don't
lie.
know.
You could be honest.
I don't know much about you, so
Okay.
no.
That's good, because I've always had this idea that it was such a embarrassing thing that, like, the whole world had to find out because it's Fillmore. But
Okay, yeah, I completely agree with that statement, because a lot of people are always like in their head that Fillmore, now everyone knows. Not everyone knows my shit,
yeah,
but hey, to be honest, no one knows what you're going through.
period. Say that again. Just kidding. No, but mine. So my little example, that's not the exact same as yours, and it won't correlate the exact same way because it's not as strong. But mine was, I went through like a mental really bad breakdown, to where it was during us moving, and so my dad had just switched jobs, and we were living in like a really small studio. It was like my mom, my dad, my mom was pregnant, and me. That's a lot of people, but it was kind of perfect timing, because when I got sick, I didn't have Medi-Cal, or I didn't have any of that stuff, and I literally went to a psych ward. Like a scary, yeah, like it was a bad mental breakdown.
You're not recording any of this, huh?
No, I am.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I am recording it.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I'm good enough for you.
No, yeah.
Wow. No, not okay. Okay. Damn.
So that's kind of gnarly personal, because I got sick. So that was one when I didn't have like a choice over that. It just happened.
Oh.
And so I was already feeling like a way about that. And then
so what happened? What happened in that particular situation?
So basically it's called psychosis. So that was the main one. Ooh, we're bringing these back on. All right. It's getting
we're
getting into it. No, but it's called, so I had so many things wrong with me. I got diagnosed with psychosis. I've always had insomnia since I was like in kindergarten.
This is her best pocket.
We're
talking about everything right
now. Insomnia. I was diagnosed with bipolar. Like anger issues. Like mad doctors told me I'm a psycho.
Like I want to make a joke so bad, but like,
go ahead. It's not a touchy subject for me.
I already have a joke. Like I already saw this meme, but I can't.
He's like, you're mad memeable.
I can't do it to you.
Go ahead.
No. You're too nice. People.
I'm not that nice. Everyone thinks I'm so nice. I'm not that nice.
Well, because you're a lot nicer to people that you fuck with than you think.
I'm what?
Let's just say that. Let's just leave it.
Let's say what? I didn't hear you.
You're a lot nicer to people that you fuck with other than others.
Well, I'm not mean, but like if people fuck with me, then I'm mean. Mm-hmm. So I am nice, unless you give me a reason not to be. No.
Exactly. Don't give me a reason to not fuck with me, right?
Yeah. So in that, I guess in that aspect, you're right. But the bill was, I think, I don't know, it was like a significant amount of money to where they had to sell both of their cars. And then
that much.
Yeah. And so that's something that I used to always feel guilty for, but they used to kind of like throw it at me sometimes too, when I would be disrespectful or like coming at them the wrong way.
Remember when we did this for you? Remember when we did this?
Yeah. And I don't like when people do that. I don't do that to people because I know how it feels.
Yeah. But I agree 100%.
Yeah, like if you chose, like, and so it took me a minute to be like, you chose to do that. I get it. I'm your daughter, but you could have gave me that debt. Like that could have been my debt. And it was like, but it was like, you chose to do that. And so it took me a minute.
And then you think about it, you're like, I praised you so much because you did it for me, but at the end of the day, you actually really didn't do it for me.
Yeah, like, well, you did it for me, but if
you
you did it
trying to get me out of that
to
bitch,
hold it over me, like,
yeah,
my mom was told that I would have to be on medication my whole life, and I'm not. I don't take anything. I was on like 9 pills every 4 hours for
that's crazy.
for a minute. No, yeah, I felt like a potato, like I'm a potato. Like where
You
you
kind of like you're just like slumped your whole life.
yeah,
Like,
like I'm watching.
Imagine taking these shades off and just like,
yeah, no, for
what
real.
the fuck am I doing right now?
No, but I will say I did need that in that moment because that's how I came back to myself. But before that, it was bad. It was really bad. And so I like, even that, speaking of like on grief, I grieve for the people that had to deal with me when I was fucked like that. Like, I feel bad that anyone
Because I remember seeing you, like, I didn't see you, like, we weren't like close at any point.
Yeah.
But I was like you're just vibing. You're a vibe. You're chilling. I'm like, who is this? And I don't want to say names. I'm not gonna say anything.
You can say names. I just bleep them out, or like I cut it out.
You're a kid's girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would ball, like, Chris and I were just balling, and I was like, we were playing basketball,
Mm-hmm.
and then and then obviously would join Chris and stuff, and you were just like out there, and I'm like, that's how I know you. So I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, that's a vibe right there, like, because in the back of my mind, I was just like, damn, I want someone to be like my ride or die like that.
yeah.
And fuck it, shit happened. Like, I remember you being more like, personally, in my opinion, is like you're more of a hip hop person.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about when I think you. I'm like, oh
yeah.
shit.
Oh fuck. Brain freeze.
Oh fuck. All right, let me start you off.
I need help.
Growing up, it was crazy because the only reason I'm in Simi Valley, well, I grew up in Fillmore, right? You did too.
Yeah.
I think
since I was like 8 months old. I was born in LA.
I just fucked up my whole entire 20s, and it was weird, and I went through it, and people were like, what do you, I was damn.
What do you mean by you went through it?
No, can you imagine like running through the fucking freeway with a smashed out tire, just like, and not knowing that it was fucking done.
That happened to us, but not like that, not on the freeway.
Because my mindset was personally just like, hey, I need to get back, and I don't care about anything else. For the most time, I didn't care about anything. I didn't care about anyone. I didn't want to be reliable for anyone. But once I started like getting older and stuff, and I was like, I'm like, damn. Now it's not until literally like my brother Damien, he actually, like, he's the one that lifted. I called my mom, I called everyone, and my brother was the one that answered my phone call, and I was like, what? He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm outside. I said I think because I was like, I have no idea where the fuck I am right now.
Why was that? Were you like,
because I was so fucking drunk that I didn't know where I was. Like, I was just bullshitted. And honestly, it's embarrassing when I think about it. I'm like, what the hell? But she's like, she answered my phone call, and he opened his opened the door. He opened everything to me. And at the end of the day, I'm like, if it wasn't for him, I don't know exactly where I would be.
That day? Or in general?
No, not day. And literally his name is Day. So,
Damien.
so I'm like, damn. He literally saved me in that moment. And I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do after that.
So I don't have anything to compare like that with you at all. Not even slightly.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I can't compare that kind of pain. But the only thing that I do know has helped me even deal to understand what the fuck happened to me. Because I don't really know. I know science has explained to me what happened. No,
now you're just trying to make some shit up.
Make what up?
Let me get closer.
Make what? No, I'm saying like. No, I'm saying like I know
you're trying to actually like connect what I was going to, but you can't.
No, I can't. No, I'm not saying I can't. That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you said though. You're just like, oh, I lost my aunt, and then you're like, oh, well, it's like
yeah, so I take it back. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I'm trying to tell you like what you've dealt with, it's not comparable. So I brought an example, like, yeah, I have lost someone, but it's not in the same as you have dealt. You know what I wasn't trying to say it was the same. I was just trying to level the ground for you to understand that even everything I'm saying, I say it with the preface that I don't know exactly.
I respect you 100%. I respect you 100%. Like, you're honestly like one of the realest person I ever came across, and I want you to know that.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. But I mean, it's more so like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna cut a lot out because I think no, for real. Like, I feel like there's no actual way for me to explain what you might need to grieve, because I'm not like a psychologist. I don't have the like I'm dead ass. Like, but what I'm saying is, even this conversation, does it not make you feel more like, okay, I have talked about this and I'm kind of letting it out a little bit. Even if I didn't meet your family, doesn't it make you feel like a little bit of a release? A little bit?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
No, but I'm asking.
I don't. No.
It doesn't?
No.
How does it make you like?
It makes me feel like I actually came across a person that might. I'm not sure yet.
You were going somewhere and then you stopped. Or you came across a person that might.
Yeah. I actually like hate talking about it. So
yeah.
Let's just leave it there.
Okay. We can. Well, I wanted to thank you like for even opening up at all. Like, because like you said,
I thought this would like be like a better podcast. That sucks.
Like how?
Because I thought like I want, like, to be honest, like I wanted to get you to open up a lot.
You wanted me to what?
I wanted you to open up a lot more.
What do you want me to open up about?
I don't know. I feel like you and I have like literally opened up to each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the, like, this is never what you did. I watched everything else, and no one else has been this fucking open with you.
Yeah. Do you feel comfortable with how open you've been, or because I don't have to post it?
I don't care. Literally, I don't care. Why would I care about like living my life? This is my life.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure you're comfortable. So do you want to know what I've grieved? Is that what you're asking?
Are you gonna record it?
Yeah, it's recording right now.
All right. What is it?
Okay, you brought up, so one of the topics was friendships. I have friends that I wish I still was friends with, but I'm not. Like literally my maid of honor. It was someone I thought would be like in my life forever. If I have kids, she was supposed to be like the godmother. We don't talk anymore at all. I've cried about it for days, and I've talked to my husband and friends about it. And it's like, I never thought this person would not be in my life. So that's like a friendship of mine that like I still it's very recent. To this day, I grieve, like I cry about it, and I don't want to cry right now, but I like no,
Cry,
like
shed one tear.
one
No,
tear.
I'm kidding.
No, no, but that's like one form of grieving where it's like, fuck, you're not dead. Like I know you're not dead, but you're in my life, you're not there anymore, and you're not gonna be there anymore. And so it's a form of like not understanding.
Like how do you say fuck you? Like how do you say fuck you, right?
No, but that it kind of in a way it is, because it's like fuck, like the way we got off was, it was just like, have you ever had a friendship that just slowly is fading and you can't put your finger on why? And so then you try to be like, hey, stop being a bitch. And then that pushes them further away. Yeah. But it's like, we're supposed to be comfortable to the point where like, if I tell you about yourself.
I could call you a bitch. You know what I mean?
Like if I tell you about yourself, you can tell me about myself back. But instead, she took a route of like, it's gonna expose I actually still have so much love for her. But like, it just got to the point where we were obviously not friends anymore, but we just couldn't accept it.
Yeah. So
that's one thing I've grieved about. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I'll keep this in there. Oh my God. I'm going to sound like such a bitch.
You know what? Don't take anything out. Let's just be real with the viewers.
Don't take anything out. Well, I'm going to take names out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I won't even say any names. In a relationship before, I broke things off because they were getting too serious. Where a person was talking about marriage and kids, and initially I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And then I really thought about it, and I was like, I'm fucking unhappy in this relationship. Why the fuck am I agreeing to marriage and then possible kids?
I think that's why I was like, I think that's why I was broken up with, because they're like, oh well, I want to do, like literally like move forward into it, and I was like, that's not me.
You're like, I'm not there yet.
Not yet. And it's crazy because she was younger than me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh shit.
Some people know what they want, and I'm not one of those people. So for me, when someone started talking about that, I was like, I'm either gonna keep this front on and like be like, yeah.
What you front on?
On like agreeing.
Try be happy.
Huh? No, not that. Well, it was that actually. I would like, it was a term, like a relationship full of turmoil that no one really knew. And so like, even though, what did we do? I actually think I did post shit on like on Facebook back then. We're like putting my problems out like that because I was super young and stupid. And like, have you ever seen couples that are always posting when they're mad at each other? You like know they are.
Yeah.
I think that shit is so whack. And I did it. I did it before. And I think
so you were whack.
Yeah, I was whack. I'm still a little whack sometimes. But like when you have problems in your relationship, you need to fix it with your partner, not tell the world about it and then be ridiculed for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
And so that was something that gives you a sense into, back then I was very dumb and naive and like just a little dumb girl. So why the fuck?
You were 18, 19, 20. I don't know.
I was 17, 18, 19, 3.
Let's just go through all the ages.
18. We'll start at 18. Make it legal. No, but for real, why would you want to marry someone so young? Like you haven't even experienced life yet. And that's why for me, and I grieve for the person I thought I had to be in that relationship.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does that make
definitely.
sense?
I love a girl from 13 years ago, and she's still by my side. And
Do you feel like you're ready for a relationship, or is that something you want?
uh, only with her, probably.
Only with her? What are you
Other than
thinking
that,
about? You're like in a different zone. Like you're talking to me, but you're like over here somewhere.
when I think about it, it's like I'm thinking about what you just asked me. Because I'm not sure. Because at the end of the day, I could say no 20 times out of 10. Um, but if she was to ask me, it would be like yes, like 10 times out of 10. So I'm not sure.
So she's the person that makes you want to be in a relationship. It's not that you want to be in a relationship. Like she's who you would want to be in it with if you
Yeah,
had the option to yeah.
Yeah, but I fucked her over a lot too when I was younger.
But did you guys date before?
Yeah, we dated for like a year or two. I'm not sure how long.
Dang, that's a long time. Would you say that's like your first love?
No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, but shit happens, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in a way, you're kind of dealing with the emotions of like the shit you did in the past and how it's like you can't really erase that, and that it puts you where you guys are now.
Yeah, I know. And now I freaking have a players coming up. It's like, I ain't want to be with y'all. It's weird.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to bring me like Legos and like trying to like make something out of nothing. And yeah, I don't like it. Like I just
It just doesn't feel right for you.
it's not natural.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you get that unnatural feeling.
Yeah, shit happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that shit happens, and then I'm just like, all right, whatever.
That's like your thing. Shit happens.
Yeah, and I put that on a shirt.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, fucking Forrest Gump. Put it on a bumper sticker and then run for fucking 20 days.
Shit happens 2024. Honestly, I wrote it out, and then I was like, and then I couldn't do it. I was like, no, I can't do it. But I wanted just to slit, and I was like, oh, I'll slit my shit real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the thought came, and then you started the action, and then you like talk like you're like, fuck that, I'm not doing it.
I can't. I'm like, I can't do it. I was like, nah.
Do you think writing that letter helped you feel like you couldn't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like feeling like someone reading it, what that would feel like. Yeah. Fuck. That's hard right there. Because my situation was more frustration with my brain. It said I started hearing voices that were like fucking demonic and like scary. And like telling me to hurt my baby sister, my mom, like the people that I love. Did your phone die? Hello? This is the second time his phone died. But I'm gonna continue this podcast because he brought up a really good point that I'm not being open enough, but I'm expecting other people to be. So I wish he was still on because I wanted him to hear, like, he like pressed me to be more real and more honest. When I think I was 21. I don't remember what age I was, but I sat outside of, I think it's like Rancho Sespe, and I just sat down and I was staring at the freeway, I remember, and like it was one of the moments where I came back to myself, and I'm sitting there, but I can still hear like really messed up voices. And then I have decided that getting hit by a car would be the fastest, easiest way to go out. And it was on the freeway. It's like, if you know Rancho Sespe, there's like a laundromat if you're sitting on the bench, it's on your right hand side. And if you're sitting on the bench, you literally can go straight, and that's the freeway entry. And so I wish she was on here. And so that night I decided that everyone's life would be better off if I wasn't in it. Because I was just causing a lot of pain and like suffering, and obviously I couldn't control it. Oh, Joe. Hello. Can you hear me? What happened? No, I didn't. Do you want to hear? Okay. Let me put you on. You're on speaker, so I could still hear you while I talk. So as my friend Joe pointed out, I need to be a little more transparent with like the things that I deal with. And since he was so open, I want to reciprocate that. And there was a time when I was a little bit younger, I kind of expressed a little bit about it, where I was tired of being everyone else's burden, because every time I got sick, everyone around me kind of had to take over for me because my brain just wasn't there. So I felt like I was a burden. Because it was just continuously happening and no one could control it, not even me. So I felt kind of helpless. They were. That's what was making me feel guilty. It was like everyone had to stop their life because mine was tearing itself apart. And so I sat in. Do you know where Rancho Sespe is?
Yeah.
Well, there's a bench in the front, and I was at my uncle's house because at that point my mom's living in Temecula and I'm living on my own with my friend. And I went crazy again. So we went to my uncle's house after I got released from one of the psych wards, and I guess I had another episode.
Go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I'm so surprised that you went through the psych wards. That's weird. That's crazy.
I went to like probably 5 or 6, dude.
Before you were what, like 12?
No, not 12. No, my first one I was 17.
Oh, okay.
My first one I was 17. My second one, I think it was every 2 years. So the second one I was 19, and my last one I was 21.
Damn, your last one was 25? Damn.
21.
Damn.
It was at 21 was my last one.
21, you can't do
something for me, yeah. And so I sat in front of the bench. Well, I sat on the bench and I looked straight ahead, and it's the freeway, the highway. And I was tired because I was hearing like demonic voices telling me to hurt my family and people that were like there for me. So have you, like, schizophrenia is a bitch. I had schizophrenia. And a lot of times
don't you still have it, huh?
I do still have it, but it's not like how it was then. Like then it was like demon voices. Now it's just like random ass voices that I've learned to ignore. Versus like at that time they were like super prevalent, where I feel like they're right next to me then.
Oh,
yeah, but it's like scary, and they're telling me things like to kill my uncle, to kill people.
Damn, that's true. You're wilding.
No, I was wilding. Like my brain was not. I wasn't like in my right mind. Huh?
I said you ain't functioning.
I was malfunctioning. For real. And what? I got up and I started walking towards the freeway, and I have this little cousin. His name's Joel. And I don't know what told him to go.
Okay. That's great.
Love Joel. No. But I have this cousin named Joel, and he followed me, and he was like, I just heard him say like, Noemi, what the fuck are you doing? And I turn and I'm like, fuck, like I can't do this in front of him. And I was like, nothing. And like I sat back down, and he just started crying because he like knew what the fuck like what other thing was I doing, just walking straight into the fucking freeway. And so it took that. Huh?
Well, we both know exactly.
No, yeah. But it was like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
That's a great story. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fuck. Made me tear up a little bit.
No, but that's like how you deal with like you laugh things off, and like that's normal. I do, but I mean, I don't know. I guess
the best way to get rid of the pain is laugh it off.
well, for me, it'll be like I'll laugh it off, and then later on I'll be like, why did I laugh at that? And then I'll like think about it.
You're like, what the fuck was what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Imagine being fucking 15 again.
Yeah. Well, at that point, I think I was like 19.
I did that when I was fucking almost 20, like 24.
Yeah.
Mamba, let's go, Mamba.
No, but I don't know. It's just something that I never really talk about because I didn't like, I don't know. I never thought about talking about that.
Well, you did, so that's good for you.
I'm done. But yeah, I told my cousin.
You're not done.
I'm not done. I'm gonna keep going. No, but that was my one time where like him crying and seeing his emotion. I didn't write a letter because I was like, I'm just gonna do it and no one needs to know anything because I don't even know how to write down my feelings. Like
Who'd you write to?
I didn't write anything.
If you could, who would you write to?
I would have probably done one for just
your sister.
My sister, my mom, and my dad. And Joel. He's like my brother.
From what I know about you, you love your sister. So
I do. That I would like give my life up for her. Which like in that moment, it felt like I had to choose because either the schizophrenia was gonna win and I was gonna eventually do what the voices told me, or I could just end myself and no one else would get hurt. I would just be gone. And so that was
yeah. That was it. That's it.
Yeah, that one was the suicide and attempt.
Good for you.
He said, "Good for you."
Good story. Goddamn.
No, but I mean, even that, it's like I know it happened, but it feels like a movie. Like it feels like I saw it from an outside perspective because my brain wasn't normal. So like I wasn't even sad. I was like, finally, it's gonna end and I won't hurt people and it'll just like I'll never get sick again and hurt people in the process.
Yeah, I definitely felt the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, I was more sad because I was like, damn, my sister. I'm like, you fucking took my letter and you gave it to my sister. That's a fucking wild, dog.
Yeah.
So
But that girl saved she saved your life in a way.
I guess so. But when I think about it, I'm like, damn, you fucking I would never be able to do it. Like I couldn't.
Yeah. But that's because you still have people to live for, people you love and people that love you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason, like when I seen my cousin crying, he was like crying. And he's not someone that I see cry often. So it kind of took me back and I was like, fuck, was I really about to do that to like everyone in my family?
Where are you going to?
Yeah, I was already on the fucking, like, off the bench, and I just heard him yell, like, Noemi. And I was like, I thought at first it was a voice, and so I kept walking, and then he said it again, and I was like, oh no, that's like a real person. So I turned and I was like, oh shit, it's my cousin. And he's the reason why I didn't, because I was like, I can't do that in front of him.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do it. I was just like,
well, I thought mine was like quick, and it probably would be painful, but it'd be quick. Like, I
was literally in my room, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to do it here. Like, this is it where I want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to die here. So let's run this one a few more times before we end it.
No, but and like even things like that, like earlier when you said like you look like your life is perfect, and like no one would know that's some shit that like I thought of, and it's not, like, my life is not. I think that's also a reason why I'm like, oh, we gotta talk about shit, because everything's so misunderstood. I'm not perfect.
Yeah, everyone thinks like, oh, you're so good, they're fucking. Especially you now, because now you could do your own thing, and you're like, I have a podcast, and so everyone else is like, oh, she has a podcast. She's fucking vibing, she's doing her thing. But at the end of the day, it's like,
yeah, like there's a reason for it. Like I felt so like out of place and lost, and like I was just bullshitting. So I'm like, people need to see like there's more than just what you think is Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like we post our pretty shit on there. We don't post our bad shit.
That's pretty shit.
No, yeah, like when life is nice.
I'm not joking. I'm like, that's shit.
Yeah, but that was that was my time where I was kind of sick of myself.
But you didn't post it
on my story. I wasn't like, hey y'all, I tried to commit suicide.
No, you have to post it on your podcast. This has to make you private.
No, it is gonna make it. Like I have the phone on speaker, and it's right next to the microphone, so they can still hear you.
Oh, that's weird.
He said that's weird. I know, but I mean, you're part of the podcast, and I wouldn't be talking about it had you not made me.
Man, I think this is like the realest thing you've ever posted, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll be part of it.
Yeah, it is. And but before you cut off, I was talking about my aunt, and I think I am gonna just talk about her to you, just so that I think so you understand that the way I grieve is very plateau. Like
plateau?
Yeah, like it's just a straight line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
I know. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So, but like some people when they grieve, like I have a hard time being super in touch with my emotions. And so that's why when I said I don't think I've ever really had to grieve anyone, is because I've never really like forced myself, I guess.
But all right, give me a background before you start talking.
Give you a background
about your aunt before you start talking.
My aunt was the sweetest. She was so sweet. She is the reason. I'm trying not to. She was really sweet. She used to sing at church/temple when I was little. My dad's Salvadorian and my mom's Mexican, and all her brothers kind of treated him differently.
Is this your dad's sister?
No, this is my mom's brother's wife. She's not my blood relative. She's just like married my uncle. Yeah, but she was like, she's an aunt to me. But she always accepted my dad really like kind, and she never judged him. sometimes some of the family will say like little slide comments. And my aunt, it was never one of those. She always like treated him really well.
Very special.
Yeah, like she treated him with respect all the time.
Like, don't talk about my boy like that. Basically.
Yeah, like just she's like a very motherly figure. Even my dad was like super upset. Like
my dad's like, your dad's like, what the what? Why did she?
Yeah, like it's like, why did she get cancer? Like the kindest fucking person. You know?
I see where you
are. Yeah. And so like she went through it and
you got cancer?
Yeah, she had cancer. And she went to remission, like it was gone. She went through it and it was horrible seeing her go through it, but then she was good. They were like, oh, we got it out, like, oh, and so we were like, oh my God, she's gonna be fine. So even though we were prepping ourselves to kind of grieve, we were like hopeful. And so she was fine. And then it came back. She lived super normal for a while. And then it came back. And the second time it was so fucking fast.
You can't respond to it. It's like, it's so fucking weird.
Yeah, it was like, oh fuck.
Okay.
I
cried too. What the fuck?
I know.
You and I are gonna cry together. I don't give a fuck.
We are tearing up.
I'm sorry that you had to go through.
But
we both witnessed our uncles and aunts and just
yeah.
my uncle was stupid, so fuck him. But
don't say that.
She literally thought he could outrun a train.
No, but so it was like I just saw her get like super skinny and like she was just not herself. So it was like I could, like, when we went to go visit her, she just didn't look like herself anymore. So it was like she wasn't gone, but like I didn't have any hope anymore. You know what I mean? I just I couldn't see how she could get better when it got towards the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry about that.
Fuck.
You started crying, you started doing everything.
I know, and my boogers all over the place. You got me fucked up.
My God. Imagine my podcast is crazy.
No, but
imagine being that person to cry on their podcast. That's wild.
I cry all the time. That's why I was trying not to cry. But oh my God, his phone probably died. I'm gonna end it with this aunt that I loved her. I still love her so much. It was like really hard to see her get sick like that. And the second time it was like the fastest shit that I ever seen anyone look like that. And I kind of lost hope at the end, but I would still pray for her every day and I ask God like to have a miracle happen, and then it never did. Crazy. What the heck is wrong with me? makeup salons. But I wanted to just end this with she passed away, and I didn't even have the night she passed away. We went to LA because that's where they lived. We were like eating ice cream, and my niece that lived out of town was in town, and we were having such a beautiful moment, like all our family. I have pictures of that night, and we were eating ice cream, and then we got a call that like she had passed away, and I think we had visited her maybe like a week before, and we went to go support my uncle, my mom's brother. We were all there, and then they took her body. And that night was just so weird, and it was so hard to process because, like Joe said, you try to be strong for everybody around you. He's calling. Hello, can you hear me? But thank you for opening up and got me crying over here. It got me fucked up. Oh, my phone died. My aunt passed away, and then you like Joe said, you just try to be strong and deal and grieve in your own way. And I didn't really grieve, so it was kind of unfair for me to like ask him, I've gone to therapy, or what do you think you need to grieve? Because I don't even know the answer to that. So my thing is, my aunt had a funeral, and I didn't even have the courage to go because I didn't know how to handle it. I'd never had anyone that close to me pass away like that. And so I didn't go to the funeral. I just like texted my uncle like, I love you, and my family went, like my mom, my dad, and my baby sister at the time, and a shitty person. And to this day, I don't have like the courage to go to her funeral, like to her tombstone where she was buried. So I definitely think I asked Joe what he thought would help him grieve, but I think for me, I have to visit her and just kind of say my goodbyes, and we just talk to her. I don't know, but that's a grief of mine that I have to deal with. And I just want to end. I told you I usually do a prayer before, and I didn't do it, but I want to end it with just gonna say thank you to everyone that watched this, to my family, my friends, and Joe for being a part of it. And just we're in incognito mode, and we're just kind of trying to get out of that mode, trying to learn about ourselves and deal with stuff. And I want to thank Joe for kind of forcing me to talk about this, because I never thought I would talk about either of these topics. But I want to say thank you to my aunt for being in our lives, and for being such a beautiful person when she was here, and the world was a better place when she was here. I can say after many years that I don't think our family was ever the same, in such a strange way. And I don't know if I ever healed properly, but I just prayed a lot, and I guess no one knows how to deal with grief. You just go through the motions. But I do talk about my aunt a lot with my cousin Joelle, the same cousin that I was telling Joe about. And like we'll cry when we do talk about it because we just loved her so much. She was like a matriarch that was so important and so kind. And so I want to dedicate, I guess, this podcast to her, and that I hope you're proud of all of us, your daughters, all your brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, and sisters-in-laws and brother-in-laws, and we miss you. And I hope you're really proud of how my uncle has dealt with stuff, and we're still here for him. And just thank you for choosing to be part of our life for as long as you were. And I want to say for Joe's family, I hope he knows how loved he was and is. And I'm sure it's hard for him. He saw something that is just, I have no words for it. But I'm going to end this podcast, and I want to thank you guys for your time. And have a good night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
This is for you, this is for my thoughts, this is for the